Yo, what's up? It's your boy, the dark skinned crusader, aka mix a little bit of melted butter in there, get me caramel complexion again, aka the Pizza Hut $7 meal deal, extra spicy Italian sausage because I got the sauce on me, no marinara. We're back. We're here. You know I had to spin the block again. When I saw what I saw, I had to spin the block. I'm here. Now look. Some of y'all motherfuckers might be in there. Y'all freaky motherfuckers. You know who you are. Let me fix this up a little bit so you can see what my stare. You know who you are. But Aku, doesn't Satyr have a cock? I don't give a fuck, my nigga. You see this specimen? Bro, I don't even know what that shit's called. That shit's like a leotard? That shit's covered up. Fuck it, I'm still going and I'll just hit that shit from the back. You see these curves? You see this, bro, you see this borderline lingerie? Dog, I'm in there. Look. Keep it real for a minute. It's Halloween. Some of y'all may know my luck with Halloween is ass, alright? My Halloween characters are cooked. Also, this music is like a little too loud. I didn't like how quiet my last video was. Like, just hearing myself only. So I wanted like a little bit of music. And also, I don't like this track either, but it is what it is. But anyway, yeah, my Halloween characters are lacking, dog. I use fucking 4 of these characters. Every other character in here is... I don't even use Blue Pot like that. And, this chick, I think I got her off a scam. I scammed her. I don't even know how I got Mugen. Oh, I anti-tixed him. And then... I got these two off the same banner, I think. They were on the same banner. And I did like 150 rolls. Every other Halloween character, though, missed. They missed me. This Halloween... Yeah, we looking a little broke. Shit's not happening, by the way. So, yeah, I'm about to skip this one again. I'm really, like, disappointed, too, because, like, you know me, I'll be rolling for every dark character. I don't give a fuck if they're normal, Halloween, grand. I'm in there. But... I have to hold strong, and the rate up's ass. I don't need Vortex. I don't need fucking Clam either. I think I have 2 Clam already, and 3rd Clam is like not needed at all. Yeah, I have 2 Clam already, and I'm not making my 3rd Clam. I don't think there's any reason to make that. But yeah. So I guess we're just gonna get right into this. I guess before I start again, dude, that water fall video I'm trying to make and the water hexa video I'm trying to make, dog. Y'all gotta understand, these co-op lobbies are fucking full of monstrosities. You could get a full lobby of fake-ass 375s. The raid takes 15 minutes. I'm mashing my heart out. I'm fucking dead by 20. You could get a lobby of fucking rank 270s, and these motherfuckers are playing like the second coming of Christ. We're not even at Easter yet, my nigga. Like... Bro, you really gotta pick and choose your battles. So I'm gonna start making like in-house raids and shit, cause this is rough. But yeah, I've been trying like a little bit of gameplay for that, so I can play it in the background. What I might end up doing actually is just as I'm talking about like setups and shit, I'll just actually play the fight like while I'm talking about it and like describing what's happening. So if you kind of like the idea of that, let me know. Almost like a walkthrough or like a how-to guide. I don't know. I don't really see too many of those. At least in real time. There's a lot where you can go back and they'll have like the subtitles and stuff to, you know, explain everything. I'm not trying to do all that. I don't get that type of time. It is what it is. But yeah, we'll get into that. But yeah, getting into the banner. As I stated, it is Dark Halloween Satyr, Light Wilnas Halloween, and Earth Manamel, I think she's Halloween too. Yeah, she's also Halloween. And then it's also Vortex and Clam rate up. So if you need Vortexes and Clams, here you go. The characters, I don't know if they're good or bad. I haven't looked at it yet. We're about to get into this. So yeah, we're gonna hop into Satyr. Monica Iwami, you know, good voice, good voice. I'm not pronouncing this shit as y'all know. I'm him. But I'm not fucking Himothy squared, alright? I speak English. I speak freedom, alright? This ain't free to me. So, I'm gonna do my best. Lili Feltronon. I don't even know. Feltronon. I don't even know. Massive dark damage to a foe, 2 twinkle stars to Satyr, drain effect at 7 or more twinkle stars, and cooldown for Xing Xing Xiaohu. That hit that? Y'all might be like that, goddamn. Um, Considering it's 7 or more twinkle stars, 2 twinkle stars to Satyr at Ogi, drain effect. It looks similar to like Earth Satyr. I'm pretty sure Earth Satyr gains twinkle stars on Ogi. And at 7 or more, she like has an effect on Ogi, something like that. Trick Doll Party. Dark damage to a foe, hit to attack and defense stackable. Trick Doll effect, based on number of primal allies in party. Increased number of hits. Max 6. When Satyr is not a main ally, Trick Doll effect ends. Okay. In terms of dark primals, I mean, I instantly think Lich. Because she's like nukes. Lots of weapons. Like nukes and shit. Lich also nukes. Bro, this double music is killing me. Yeah, Lich, Magus, Halmal, Olivia. I mean, that's your whole party. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what else you're running. I virtually have every dark character, I'm pretty sure, except for like Halloween Lady Grey, Summer, or not Summer, I think Christmas Fiorito? I don't know how the fuck you say her name, but the fisting bitch. And damn, who's the other one? I can't think of her name, dog. I know who it is. She's a summer character with the bowl of the ramen or shit. I don't even fuck. I can't think of it. I'll think of it later. But yeah, those are like the only 3. I'm pretty sure none of those are primal. So I mean, frontline wise, you're either running Lich Halmal, Lich Magus, Magus Halmal, or like that's pretty much it. I don't see a reality where you're frontlining Olivia for any content in Dark at the moment, at least. Increased number hits, yeah, and so you're basically nuking a lot, because it looks like dark damage to a foe is just 1 hit, and then based on number of allies that are primal, it's up to 6. But say there's not a main ally, Trick Doll effect ends. Trick Doll effect, for every 15,000, or 15 million, sorry, dark skill damage dealt to this foe, bonus plane damage, remove 1 buff. Okay, so yeah, you have to run her with like Lich or Magus for sure. And is it dark skill damage? Yeah, so it's dark skill damage, so Halmal isn't even really that great, because Halmal's auto nuke is plane damage, and you have to Ogi to get her skill 1 and 2 reset. And if you're spam Ogiing, which I guess you do kind of want to spam Ogi, possibly, it's Lockout City. Again, it's the same shit that Earth has to deal with, like with the Alexiel and shit, where you kind of are forced to Ogi to get the full extent of the character, or the full, I guess, utilization of the character. But again, in what content are you like Ogi chaining like that? It's really inconvenient. The first thing that comes to mind is Nightmare 250. I don't know if they're gonna continue the trend of, oh, you need to deal X amount of damage, X amount of times within a turn to prevent the boss from getting a buff or from debuffing you, or you know, whatever the criteria may be. But if that is the case, then Satyr will be really good for that if you are looking to Ogi loop, because I believe, again, Lich gets 50% charge bar just from innately having her skill 3 up, I believe. And I think Magus gets decent charge bar too from her skill 2 or something, or skill 1. She gets 20% charge bar. So that's something to consider as well. It's a little harder to loop Ogis in Dark because we don't have like charge bar boosting characters like that are primal, of course. But you know, still something to consider. And even then, the actual thing is you remove a buff and do all that shit from doing 15 million skill damage. So you could still run like Zosimos or something with Mana Diver, and I mean, you're virtually doing that every turn with just the little Manatura with Ouroboros, and there's like another nuke. I can't think of it, but whatever. But yeah, you basically do that with just MC. Looks like a really good skill though. The fact that you get stackables as well makes me think you can run her in Fall 0. You get the Dispel, and it procs off of the 50 million dark skill damage. So actually, if you run her, you could probably kick Oro. Or no, you could probably kick Oro or Fediel. It would make grid building a lot harder though, because Fediel's skill 3 gives you that 30% TA. Her skill 1 shield being up is also really a lot of sustain. Of course, in this case, she gets the drain, and I don't know if she heals. Okay, yeah, restore HP. substitute. So yeah, I mean, you might be able to run her in place of Fediel. And it's gonna be a lot more damage for sure. But you know, we still have to see. Boost to Dark Allies, skill spec, stackable, restore HP, 2-turn cut to debuff durations, auto activates by consuming 1 Twinkle Star when a foe uses. So yeah, it's literally is looking like Earth Satyr, but more damage. And dude, look at, I don't know what it is with Psy Games and these like skill damage boosted and like skill damage like stackables. I'm like pretty sure, what is it? It was fucking Florence that did that shit. I can't remember if it was Florence or Hecate. I forgot how Florence's shit worked. I think Hecate gives skill stackable too. Oh no, hers is skill supplemental. Florence's was skill cap and skill damage boost. Which is, I don't know what they're trying to push with that. I know Dark, because the state of Dark right now is you pretty much just run Mana Diver and you put Ray 1 on MC and like any high level content and you just fucking mash. And any Dark full auto content, you're still running Mana Diver, but you're not really manualing Ray 1, so you're running something along the lines of like Cetala, Ilsa, Seox, Bowman, depending on the content. If you're doing like skill damage shit like Cosmos, you're running like Magus and Haomao, Lich to an extent, Fediel still to an extent. So you're kind of just in this position where like all your units are doing skill damage. So yes, having this boost to all Dark Allies is really valuable, but at the same time, like, I mean, you think about other elements and what other elements are doing to buff. This is essentially like, sure, you're buffing the team, but you're also still hard locking yourself into some of those skill damage setups. So for example, if you're running like a Cetala Ilsa comp in high level for whatever reason, or if you're trying to use this unit with those two units, you're not really doing a ton of skill damage, so you're not really like wanting to run her with them or run. I don't know what the fuck Satyr is. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, you're kind of forced to run this in those like bulkier HL comps. I mean, if you do run this with like Ilsa Cetala, you're not getting much mileage out of this skill. The sustain is kind of whatever as well, I feel like, because if you're running Cetala Ilsa, you kind of don't want that raid to go on for very long. So I think this is a character you're using in like drawn out fights. So again, high level shit. And then in that case, she's contending with Fediel, I feel like, not Oro. Because Oro has that full heal plus defense buff, plus auto dispel and extra nuke for MC, the skill reset shit, or the instant CA, or the what is it, the Tri-Strike, I think is what it's called. So Oro's a very valuable like buffing character. I don't think any of what Satyr provides here is like gonna push Oro out of that spot for high level stuff. I think the only place I could see her in high level, if you're gonna like kick Fediel for her, is probably Fa0 and Hexa. And even in that case, I don't think you really need sustain like that in Dark. Like, I'm just trying to think. The only place where you like kind of die in Dark is sub 20 in Fa0, and even then, it's because you can't clear everything. Like, you can't do the 99 million damage and do the 99 hits and do this and do the faded chain. Like, you can't do all of it as easily as like say Light or Earth. So it's just hard to sustain under that, and I don't think she's the character to help with that really, or at least what she provides doesn't really help with that. I mean, maybe like this skill. But you're in the position where you have to save your skills to do like, you know, the hits and the damage and whatnot. So, I can see her in like a sub HO full auto though. You could definitely run like Ogi off. I mean, you don't get the Twinkle Stars, but I'm sure there's another way to get Twinkle Stars. If she's like Earth Satyr, so I'm assuming you can just run her Ogi off and then kind of have this going so that you can run your Mana Diver and other like offensive stuff. Third skill, Xing Xing Xiaohu or Shouhu. I think I killed that again. Substitute effective caster receives all ally attacks, 80% light damage reduction, damage absorption effect. What is that, drain? Or no, that's when you take damage, you restore some of it. That's just only one turn too. Full force counter upon taking damage, 3 hits. Shield affected dark allies upon consuming 4 Twinkle Stars. Oh, so you want to use this like a... It's not like an... Like Earth Satyr, where it's up for like 5 out of 7 turns, I believe, and she's just constantly like kind of taking damage and doing stuff because of it. It's like a one-time use to dodge shit, which is interesting. I'm trying to think of what you'd want to use this to bypass. You couldn't do it on sub HL because he would just die. Fall Zero, there's really nothing you're subbing like that. Oh, actually, wait, you could use this to sub like the 99 mil damage and like the 99 hit shit. Cause like sure he's gonna be losing like bar on the timer. But I mean at least you can bypass it. Because then you have Ray 3 and you have this to bypass. But of course he's losing like timer and meter. So your turns are limited still anyway. But I guess that is something to consider. Or even if you kick Ray for this character, which I don't see that happening because Ray just gives you so much damage with buffing Zosimos MC that, I mean, you could just use her to bypass a lot of this stuff, and it's just kind of, I guess, more so for fun. But I think also, I don't know if Orologia, yeah, Orologia wasn't primal. Yeah, they're not primal, so I completely forgot about that. So even if you wanted to use this character with Fediel and Oro and all these other units, you almost can't because, I mean, I guess all you're getting is, like, increased hit, like, damage. But even then, like, you're running... Forte's not primal, right? I'm sorry, I keep fucking opening this. It's just the music is killing me. Yeah, fucking Forte is not even primal. What the fuck is Forte? Oh, she's draft, that's right. And then Fediel is, what, other? I think? Or, like, fucking... Oh, no, she's draft too, right? Damn. Dude. Okay, so that means when you backline a character, you have to backline one of those 8 primals. And none of them give you, like, back row effects. Like, you could argue, like, Florence, right? You'd want to run Florence because you get the 50% defense up from having the crest. Forte, because you get the 10% skill damage cap up from the crest and the 50% skill boost. Dude, you can't backline anyone. You can't even backline Tico for Blue Pot or any, like, Blue Pot unit because I'm pretty sure it's, like, what, Shalarda, Tico, and that's it, I think. As far as I can remember, that give Blue Pot. And neither of those are primal. So you're literally, you can't even get an extra Blue Pot, which is, in itself, more sustained than I believe you'd get from this healing skill anyway. So I don't see where you're running this character other than, like, Nightmare 250. I just don't see it. Or if you're running, like a full auto nuke comp, I could see that too. Or if you're trying to sustain through sub HL, I could see that as well. Especially this 2-turn cut the debuff durations. If you're not clearing that, what is it, the 10 debuff omen, so you're getting like perma debuffs. I think this is also not bad. Well, we'll see. Captivating, what is that? Jiangxi? Undying effect at battle start 1 time. Dark or damage reduction to dark allies against foes with Trick Doll. So that's a form of damage mitigation where you could argue like maybe it's better than Blue Pot in the long run. But still, you're losing so much damage no matter where you slot this character, because I mean, I guess it depends on how much the plane damage is. Can I see, is it on the wiki? Okay, the plane damage numbers aren't out yet, and I haven't seen it on Twitter. Boost the Dark Allies attack, defense, multi-attack rate, and healing. Okay, so this is interesting because the multi-attack rate based on the number of turns passed could actually be useful for Claw Zero because of you replacing Fediel, because her skill 3 gives you 30% TA. But again, by that point, it's kind of too late. You need the TA by turn 2 or 3, depending on like what your setup is. And then you're gonna need it again by, depending on, again, the turn. If you're in a fast or slow lobby, you're 80%. You're gonna need to do TA there as well, I believe, if you get Red Sword. Damn. Okay, Primal Palace pranks through 1 Twinkle Star to Satyr upon being targeted by a foe or when a Primal Dark ally uses a skill. Consume 2 Twinkle Stars and activate Trick Doll Party. Okay, so, yeah. No. So we got the Earth Medusa treatment where our Primal characters suck, and... Or maybe they don't particularly suck, but they're just either A, power crept, or B, there's no content for them to be used in because of either A, power creep, or B, they don't do much for the raid. I mean, I think this is another one of those instances where, like, maybe if MC counts as a primal ally, then it's not too bad because when you Ogi on Zosimos, you get the skill cooldown reduction, so you can spam out skills. But even then, if you're running this character in the sub HL full auto scenario, she's never gonna have Twinkle Stars because you would never be able to use this skill because you're either under 4 Twinkle Stars or you're going to be over 4 and it's going to consume it, and then where the fuck are you getting your Twinkle Stars from to auto-activate the Trick Doll Party? Or to auto-activate the heal, which is the primary reason why you're going to run that unit. So, all in all, I don't see where you're using her, unless you're playing for fun. You're really only running her like Nightmare 250. That's like the only place I can see where she's going to be like shining. Yeah. I mean, her kit doesn't seem bad. It's just, again, that primal ally restriction that kind of fucks you over. And she's sword staff, so you would also be able to run her in Mana Diver. I'm guessing, I mean, that's good at least. You could even run her in like a Yamato full auto for Cosmos because of sword proficiency as well. Or what is it? Shieldsworn, I think, is also a sword. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know where you're using this character. I'd say if you're a dark main, she's not bad. If we get more primal allies, God, fucking please give us Zoe 5-star. Like, bro, I mean, you could cook, but at the time being, I don't think there's anywhere you're really gonna use her. And I don't think, like, I don't think it's worth sparking this banner. Like, if you only care about Dark, I don't think it's worth sparking this banner just to get this character. Like, just anti-ticks her. I think Dark Guild War was, like, January, between, like, January and March last year. So, the only thing I can really think of is if you want this character for Nightmare 250, you probably have to get her here, or you'd have to Linksmate her. So that part sucks. But other than that, yeah, I'd probably... I wouldn't pull for this character. I think she just doesn't have a place at the moment for anything. But then again, alright, shout out my boy ATJ 500. That boy was talking about some don't pull for Folio, don't pull for H Dante. And to be fair, those characters were way worse on release than they ended up being useful like for this previous Earth Guild War. But like he said, I don't want to tell you to pull for something that has no value right now and may never have any value because Earth literally had to structure its party around these characters, and it took years to build that structure up. So, me being me, and ATJ being ATJ, aka Hilo, aka Hilo Weiss, aka Wonder Weiss, I would tell you to pull because I don't like missing out on shit. But I just think this character is so niche because of the primal ally restriction that it's just I would skip. Again, I'm just thinking about Guild War. I mean, maybe if we're lucky. I think Anti-Ticks is what, usually in March? Like early April, late March? So maybe we get lucky and we get like a March Guild War. Or like an April Dark Guild War. So you have time to Anti-Ticks it. Or Lynx made it. If you're a whale, just Lynx made it. Or if you're a whale, just fucking Spark. If you're a dark main, that's a whale. I mean, I don't see why not. Yeah, looking at her weapon here. Restore Dark Allies HP, Strength Effect on Ogi. Small boost of Dark Allies, max HP and healing cap. I want to see something, because this is 4-star. What gets upgraded? Okay, I guess you just get the supplement Dark Allies still damage on here, which... And then medium progression. I mean, if this was medium HP and healing cap, I would actually say that that weapon's good. But because it's small, I don't think it's really anything to shoot for. If you get it with her, you get it. If you don't, you don't. It is what it is. Um, Wilnas Lantern. Okay. Um, Wilnas. Unworldly light damage to a foe. Wilnas deals triple attacks. Okay, so very similar to Fire Wilnas. I'm seeing a trend here. 1000% light damage to all foes. All foes, by the way, not just one. Amplified damage taken 6 hits. So this is going to apply to all foes as well. Or at least it should, based off of the initial wording. Sharp boost to attack. So you get Assassin. Do we know the numbers on that? 30% sharp attack up. Okay. So 30% Assassin, pretty decent. Especially just at the click of a button, you just have access to Assassin and amplified damage taken debuff. Pretty good. 1000% light damage. Pretty good. That's a fucking fat nuke. 14 skill cooldown though. If it's anything like Fire Wilnas, there's gonna be a way to reset this or to activate this on a like Faded Chain or some shit, or like some way to do it. You're gonna want to time this with his Ogi as well. I'm trying to think of how Light would give you an Ogi in this instance. I don't play Light. I'm not the one to ask. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I'm like, who would be able to give this guy like instant CA? But I mean, other than like Horus, of course, but Trick Claw, 100% light damage to a foe, supplement damage taken, stackable. Okay, so Cetala debuff. 10% boost to caster's charge bar. Additional effect when all main allies are light. 10% boost to Faded Chain bar. Ooh. I mean, I don't know what this particularly does. I mean, you have an assassin skill. Like, where are you using this at? Who's the Dark Revan character? Agostia? But 10% boost isn't that much. Like, when I think of 10% Faded Chain boost, I'm thinking, okay, you're Oging here, Oging there. Who would you kick for this? You couldn't kick Cosmos in Agostia. Because this guy's just pure damage. All those other characters are damage and utility, but this guy's just like sheer damage. And I'm trying to think of if his sheer damage will make up for getting this Faded Chain. I'm not sure. I gotta ask some of my light main crewmates about that. It seems like an interesting skill though, because like, I guess my main concern with that skill, just based off how it sounds, is 10% boost to Faded Chain bar like isn't a ton. Like it's like progressive build up. So I'm trying to think of what content would you want to run a character with Assassin and damage amp debuff and supplement damage stackable debuff that has like progressive build up of Faded Chain bar to make use of that. You know what I mean? Because of course you want to Ogi to get Faded Chain bar. You're not running him in like, you know, just auto comps. So again, the only thing I can really think of is if you're running him with like Horus, so you can cheese the Faded Chain off rip. But then once you cheese that initial Faded Chain, and then let's just say you Ogi on every character to get the TA, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 Ogis, potentially 6 depending on your setup. So you're getting 60% Faded Chain bar plus the 10 from this skill. So 70%. So you need to Ogi 3 more times or cast this skill a couple more times to get that Faded Chain build up. I could see some tech coming out. There's going to be some tech coming out with this for sure. I'd keep an eye on that. Certainly. And there's probably going to be a way to reset this skill or something, or like auto-activate it, because this debuff is stackable, so I could see it. The Vermilion Bounties effect to light allies. Attack is boosted. Is that shit perp? Is that perp attack? It is. It's 15% perp attack, 10% cap up, 10% normal attack damage amp. That's actually pretty good. Although it is a 5 out of 9 uptime. So that's something to consider. Doesn't deal multi-attacks, no charge bar gain upon normal attacks. Amplify normal attack damage. Counters them on taking damage 1 hit. Activate Trick Claw after normal attacks. Okay. So yeah, so you're getting 10% Faded Chain bar off a normal attack. If you're running him with, like, Nahon, for example, you could do that twice. So you're getting 20% Faded Chain bar. 20% boost to caster's charge bar. More than that, actually, because you're running him with Nahon, who gives you charge bar speed up. You're gonna Ogi more to get your TA up more often, to abuse your assassin more often. Upon making a lighted faded chain, auto-activate Pumpkin Smash, which you're getting your Ogi. Okay. Reducing Omen's cancel requirements. Okay, so they want you to run him in some shit where you actually, like, want to cancel stuff. Interesting. Extend light allies to Vermilion's bounty effect by 2 turns. Okay, so that innately boosts this to a 7 out of 9 uptime, because you're for sure going to get a faded chain within the first 5 turns. Wilnas attacks twice that turn. Damn, so when you pop the faded chain... Okay, so essentially you want to Ogi to get your TA, pop the faded chain, you activate Pumpkin Smash, which gives you your assassin, which is it 1 turn or 1... It's a 1 turn assassin, so you're getting that off of a double strike, and you're getting the passive normal attack amp, and the supplement skill damage, and the, you know, the fucking damage amp. Dude, he's gonna hit like a fucking truck. He looks good. Again, I don't play light, so I don't know what teammates you're for sure gonna want to run Nahon with him, I think. I just don't know what exactly, because this is a V2 scenario. So when I'm thinking V2, I'm thinking Agostia. Actually, I can just pull it up here. Whoops. I'm thinking Agostia. I'm thinking, dude, am I slow? How the fuck? Oh, I am slow. Agostia, Sub HL, Hexa, Fa Zero, Osiris. Oh, bro, the Osiris full auto would be so much faster, actually. That's literally it. Oh, and Fedial. He'd probably speed up Fedial full auto a fuck ton, too. But I mean, those are like, okay, so Fedial, Osiris, that's just like your daily shit. Are you going to spark your character just to make your dailies a little bit faster? Potentially, if you value that. Sub HL, I don't see it. Fa Zero, Hexa, I don't really see it. Maybe Hexa. Because Hexa doesn't really do damage like that. Fa Zero actually kind of does a little bit of damage to you. And he doesn't offer any of the other stuff like the spells, hits, because you have to do like hits and shit. All that stuff is gonna be pretty difficult to pull off unless you're like a Futsu gamer, like some Futsu Tormentor shit. That would be interesting. But again, I don't know what comp you'd run for that. I'm not the light guy, so. But he looks good. Like if I was a light main, I would spark. He looks good as fuck. Even if there's like nowhere you could like no composition you could do to make him work at the moment, and he's also melee and shit, so you can run him with Mugen as well. But yeah, even if there's no composition at the moment, bro, he's gonna scale really well. Oh, and you reduce the Omen cancel requirement by 20%. Oh yeah, so you could even do that, right? You get the double strike, so you're doing more hits, and then you could like reduce the value of it. Cause imagine you run into like the 99 hit in Fa Zero. You're reducing that to essentially what, 79 hits, 78 hits, something like that. So it makes it a lot more doable, especially if you're running with like Futsu, bro. You might be cooking. Damn, I'd pull for this if I was a light main. If y'all a light player out there, don't miss this guy. He actually looks really good. His weapon, 10% boost to light allies charge bar, might and grace. It's not even 4-star, so if it was 4-star maybe, but it's like a shittier vortex. So weapons, whatever. Manamel. Let's see, cute and cuter. Massive earth damage to a foe. Activate Llama Veloce. I don't fucking know. Reduce Catamel level by 2. Llama Veloce. Goji. I'm gonna call it Goji Llama. 8 hit earth damage to random foes. Wasteland crest to caster. Damage immunity 1 hit. And this isn't to all allies, it's just to her, by the way, which is interesting. Despetto. Earth damage to all foes, hit the earth defense stackable. Number of activations increased based on number of Wasteland crest. So you're running her with Kalulu, because that's the crest generator. You're running this on Mana Diver, because again, crest generator. You're calling Dogu, because again, crest generation. So this is a character that I would run like a full auto for like my Tefnut to maybe make it a little bit faster, depending on, you know, the nature of her kit. Wasteland crest to all allies, or all earth allies. Supplement damage effect. Girly Macaron affect the caster. Let's see. When an ally is almost knocked out, end of turn, consume this effect. Instant CA, standby for all. Almost knocked out Earth allies. Undying effect one time. Damage mitigation effect. Okay, so yeah, you want to run her with Kalulu, but I don't think you want to Ogi on Kalulu. I don't know what Kalulu Ogi particularly does. It couldn't be that useful though. Jammed effect and cooldown for Tally Ho and Golly Cute. Maybe actually. Maybe. Doesn't seem that bad. My only master is myself. Duh. Like obviously. Like, are you stupid or something? At end of turn, when no damage is taken, activate Dispetto, which just gives you stackable and it increases based on, or number of activations increased based on number of wasteland crests. So let's say you get, let me pull her up actually. Is it 1-to-1? Like one crest for one more activation? Oh, it doesn't say. I'm assuming if it's 1-to-1, that means you're activating this shit 6 times. That's crime. That's kind of wild. Catamel level rises by 1 upon being targeted by an Earth ally's buffer healing field. Catamel level lowers by 1 when Catamel level is 6 at end of turn. Can't attack or cast. Okay. So you want to keep this level down. And that's why her Ogi reduces it as well. But the only thing that raises her Catamel level is by not taking damage and auto-activating Dispetto. Interesting. Wasteland Crest to all allies at battle start. Boost the skill specs based on the number of Wasteland Crest. Takes effect even when minimum. So yeah, this is another one of those like back row, maybe front row, like min-max characters for your daily full autos like Tefnut and like Europa and shit. Yeah. Not that great. I wouldn't pull for this character, even if you're an Earth main. God forbid I pull up to an ATJ stream. You know that motherfucker sparking. Man, already got like 5 sparks just lined up. Bro's like, I can't miss out on this Wilnas. I'm really a light player for real. Shit, Dark kind of fun lately. I'm gonna really get Satyr like that. Damn, you know I be playing Earth like that. Shit, let me go ahead and get that Manamel real quick. Like, bro, like chill out, dog. This is a PSA for that nigga, bro. If you see ATJ 500 out there on the street somewhere, tell him to stop. Get some help. All right, ping him on Discord, tag him on Twitter. Gwen, I know you're watching this. Help that man. Stop bullying that man because you're MVPing him in Hexa. Leave that man alone, bro. He needs some help. But I respect it, though. He be funding my game for real. Like, we not anywhere near EOS, so, you know, that's my dog. But other than that, I think one thing I forgot to mention about Wilnas was Guild War. Guild War, of course, isn't V2, so you're not going to be utilizing this passive very well at all, really, because there's no Faded Chain. So you're not going to be getting the Double Strike, you're not going to be getting the extension on his skill 3, you're not going to be getting the auto-activation of Pumpkin Smash, you're going to have to Ogi to still get the TA to fully abuse his Assassin. So you'd be wanting the Ogi, but again, I don't know where particularly you're going to use that. He'd probably be good for, like, EX Plus because of just how much damage he's doing off an auto, because he's still getting this amp and stuff from skill 1. And you'd also be giving a little bit of a debuff here for the rest of your allies in that party. But other than that, I don't really see where you're using him. Maybe like some Nightmare 100 shit if you're like Oging for like a 2-turn. But honestly, Nightmare 100 and like 150 are like 1 to 2 turn raids now. Power creep is kind of crazy. But yeah, that was something I wanted to touch up on as well. Oh yeah, her weapon. Big garrison, medium HP, kind of underwhelming. It's not 4-star. Maybe it'll have potential with a 4-star. But in today's day and age of Grand Blue Fantasy, nobody needs garrison. You just straight up run HP or like a defense boosting weapon, like a Celestial or something along those lines. So yeah, that's the banner. Just so y'all know, I'm not capping, by the way, about the other videos and shit. I got the parties lined up. Let me see if I can find this shit. Alright, I got the Mana Diver water. I got the, don't mind, that was my sub-HL shit. I got the, what the fuck is this shit called? Street King water 5-0 setup. And there was another one I was gonna use that I can't quite recall. Can't remember. But anyway, that video will come out. I know it's been like 2 months. I know that video is going to come out. I might fuck around and record it today, but it's already 1 p.m. I got work and shit. I get paid in fucking 12 hours. I'm buying Sparking Zero. Y'all niggas might never hear from me again. I'm gonna be virtually inside Sparking Zero. Y'all will never see me again. Maybe, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, again, it's been a pleasure. Young, crispy, creme brulee, crusader. I'm out this bitch. Leave a like, leave a follow, subscription, comment, show this video out. We're building a fan base here. I'm gonna start streaming Granblue. I'm gonna start doing all my shit. You can ask all your questions. Go ahead and go to twitch.tv/AquaQuaria or go to youtube.com/AquaQuaria. You're already here, so I don't know why I'm plugging the YouTube, but fuck it. Maybe you're seeing this on TikTok, on fucking Instagram. They call me Mr. Worldwide. Just like my pectorals. My shit is fucking protruded. Anyway, yeah, it's been real. Young crispy, young burnt, burger patty, light skin edition, simply light orange juice. We out. Peace.